When it comes to love and relationships, danger doesn't always come in the form of physical harm. The most dangerous thing a man can do to a woman isn't always loud. It's often silent, emotional, and deeply damaging. A woman's heart is strong, yet delicate, and how a man treats her can shape her self-worth, her confidence, and even her ability to love again. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to the channel, and hit the bell for more videos. Let's break down the most dangerous things a man can do to a woman in a relationship. Ignoring her emotional needs. When a man dismisses her feelings, avoids meaningful conversations, or makes her feel like her emotions don't matter, it slowly destroys her trust. Emotional neglect is one of the most dangerous forms of abandonment. Breaking her trust. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. When a man lies, cheats, or hides the truth, he doesn't just break promises, he breaks her heart in ways that may never fully heal. Making her feel invisible. The worst pain is not being hated, but being ignored. When a man makes a woman feel unappreciated or unseen, she begins to question her worth and value, undermining her confidence. Constant criticism, comparisons, or dismissive remarks chip away at her self-esteem. Over time, she may start doubting her beauty, intelligence, and abilities, all because of the man she trusted. Controlling her freedom. Love should never feel like a prison. When a man limits her choices, isolates her from friends or family, or dictates her every move, it becomes emotional control disguised as love. Using silence as a weapon. Silent treatment may seem harmless, but it's a dangerous form of manipulation. It creates confusion, anxiety, and emotional distance that can scar her deeply. Taking her for granted. The moment a man stops appreciating her efforts, her care, and her love, the relationship begins to die. A woman who feels undervalued slowly loses her desire to give her best. Disrespecting her boundaries. When a man ignores her limits, whether physical, emotional, or mental, he sends a dangerous message that her comfort and consent don't matter. Comparing her to others. Nothing damages a woman's heart like being compared to another woman. It makes her feel inadequate and unworthy, planting seeds of insecurity. Failing to protect her heart. The most dangerous thing a man can do is to mishandle the heart of a woman who loves him. When he breaks her trust, neglects her needs, or plays with her emotions, he doesn't just hurt her, he changes the way she loves forever. Shaming her feelings. Telling her she's too emotional or overreacting makes her feel invalidated and silenced. Breaking promises. Repeatedly empty words without action destroy her sense of security. Gaslighting. Her making her doubt her own memory, feelings, or reality is emotional abuse at its core. Comparing her to his past. Constantly bringing up exes makes her feel she will never measure up. Ignoring her efforts. Whether she cooks, supports, or sacrifices, if it goes unnoticed, it crushes her spirit, not valuing her opinions. When her thoughts are dismissed or mocked, she feels disrespected and silenced. Mocking her vulnerability. Laughing at her tears or fears is cruel and damaging. Using love as a bargain. Withholding affection unless she earns it manipulates her emotions. Constantly criticizing her looks. Picking apart. Her appearance destroys her confidence. Ignoring intimacy. Withholding physical closeness makes her feel unwanted and unloved. Treating other women better. Showing respect or kindness to strangers, but not to her, is devastating. Publicly embarrassing. Her belittling her in front of others humiliates her deeply, making her feel like a burden. Sighing, complaining, or acting as though her needs are too much makes her retreat, failing to defend her. When others disrespect her and he stays silent, it signals betrayal. Not keeping his word. Unreliability weakens her faith in him and the relationship. Ignoring milestones. Forgetting birthdays, anniversaries, or achievements makes her feel unimportant. Dismissing her dreams. When a man belittles her ambitions, it kills her motivation. Prioritizing everyone else over her friends, work, or hobbies always coming first make her feel unwanted. Refusing to communicate. Shutting down instead of talking leaves her isolated. Being emotionally unavailable. She craves closeness, but coldness makes her question her worth. Making jokes at her expense. Playful insults leave hidden scars. Undermining her parenting. If they have kids, criticizing her role damages trust and unity. Taking advantage of her forgiveness. Repeating mistakes because she'll forgive me abuses her love, making her compete for love. Flirting with others to provoke jealousy creates insecurity. Refusing to grow. Staying stuck in immaturity while expecting her to carry the weight drains her energy. Using anger to intimidate yelling, slamming doors, or aggressive behavior makes her fear him. Ignoring her boundaries in intimacy. Forcing or pressuring breaks. Trust and safety forever. Belittling her family or friends. Insulting the people she loves isolates her emotionally. Refusing to apologize. Never admitting mistakes makes her feel unseen and unvalued. Forgetting to love her out loud. The most dangerous thing of all, making her wonder if he ever loved her. Ignoring her health or well-being. When a man shows no concern for her mental or physical health, it signals indifference to her life itself. Using money to control her financial manipulation, limiting her access or shaming her spending, creates unhealthy dependence. Refusing to celebrate her growth. When a man feels threatened instead of proud of her progress, he poisons her success with guilt, making promises of forever, then quitting easily. Telling her she's his forever, but walking away at the first challenge breaks her deeply. Treating her love as replaceable acting, like she can be easily swapped for someone else, makes her feel disposable and unworthy. Conclusion. A man's greatest strength isn't in his muscles, but in how he treats the woman who trusts him with her heart. The most dangerous thing he can do is to damage her spirit, because once broken, some wounds never fully heal. But the most powerful thing a man can do? Protect her heart, honor her love, and cherish her as his greatest gift. The most dangerous thing a man can do to a woman is not to break her body, but to break her soul. Words, actions, neglect, and disrespect can leave invisible scars far deeper than physical wounds. But the truth is, a real man doesn't destroy. He protects, honors, and builds her up.